예수님이 실패한 모든 걸 상속받아가지고 승리주한 작정을 못 넘어간다.
So, for that reason, Unification Church is born replacing Christian dispensation. The failure of the Christian dispensation. That was the part after World War II. And in that therefore, the crucifixion of Hung-Jin-Nim is... so, they are trying to crucify Father. And, however, God can allow that happen. So that's why the Son, most the filial piety, Son of filial piety, was given crucifixion. And since Father is physical and spiritual alike, this time, one difference from the 2,000 years ago would be that this time our salvation is a physical and a spiritual. Furthermore, Pentecost is in the position of 120 countries, not 120 people, because this time the worldwide dispensation. 120 nations got together. They're giving this new Pentecostal, beginning, new beginning.
그것이 뭐냐면 유대 나라와 기독교가 환영하는 자리가 그 한국 대회예요. 그걸 중심 잡고 세계적으로 이렇게 된다는 거예요.
So 2,000 years ago, there was the welcoming by the Judaism as well as the Israel nation. That was not. But this time, when Father went to Korea last December, there was a welcoming of the people and the Christianity.
그때는 말 세계적 통합의 그걸 120국가 72개국
So therefore,
한국 정부 대표가 반대하고 문제가 돼요.
So there was a 72 nation represented in Korea in Father's rally. Therefore, even if Korean government did not come against and assist Father, it doesn't make a difference. There was an incredible the victory which will give the indemnity for the worldwide this time. And that's how the Pentecost of the Unification Pentecost is ranging 120 countries.
예수 대신 그 같은 둘째 아들을 요구하는 거야. 그래서 그걸 부활시켜가지고 이런 120개 국가를 예수가 뿌렸던 기독교가 반대했던 실패를 다시 복구해가지고 이 실체 세계에 120개 국가를 연결시키는 기반됐기 때문에 그것이 우리 30주년과 더불어 넘어서는 이때에 있어서 그것이 교회적 30년 역사인데 반대하는 유대나라와 유대교회를 로마가 아니고 유대나라와 이스라엘 나라와 로마가 환영하는 입장에서 선생님과 예수 선생님 때문과 통일교회와 기독교가 하나 되고 유대나라 세계적인 미국과 하나 돼가지고 이것이 하나 될 때는 왼편 강도가 아무리 참사들이 이거 자연히 예수와 얽혀가 하는데 수상이 되어 있다. 그게 원리가 돼요.
All the conditions this time, there was sort of faithlessness and mistakes and all the lack of the success, all the conditions that need to be indemnified was cleansed by the crucifixion of the Hung-Jin-Nim. He bore upon his shoulder the entire debt that God owed to Satan. He took the debt all up in heaven. But then true parent gave Hung-Jin-Nim resurrection.
근데 예수 시대는 33세 되면 이 흥지 시대는 17세야. 그것이 때로 말하면 아담 시대이기 때문에 젊은 시대이고 세계사적인 이 원리주관권과 직접적 주관을 연결될 수 있는 조건되는 것이다.
Time of Jesus, crucifixion came at the age of 33. Hung-Jin-Nim at the age of 17. Therefore, it's a teenager. So this time, movement, all the people who are in the teenager level, that is in direct dominion realm. And Adam and Eve's age, that age. Therefore, all the young spirit.
그래서 하나님의 사랑을 부모님의 사랑을 하나님의 사랑을 내서 받을 수 있다는 거야. 그래서 그 사탄 관습권을 넘어선다는 거지. 그 원리 결과 주관권에 있지만 하나님의 보호가 참 부모님의 보호 아래에 있었던 거지. 물론 천사장과 보호도 보호지만.
The only other differences of Hung-Jin-Nim is this: time of Jesus, there was no true parent love, because no true parent love has been ever introduced. But Hung-Jin-Nim was born under true parent and lived under true parent love. So what the true parent love representing, that love elevated in the spirit world.
그렇기 때문에 지상에서 결혼을 해주세요. 결혼을 해주시는 거예요.
For that reason, even though he's elevated in the spirit world, because of this foundation, he can be blessed and create heavenly four position foundation.
예수님은 지상의 참부모의 기준을 통할 수 있는 길을 바라는 것이 참부모의 기준을 바라가지고 했는데 이런 참부모의 기준을 위해서 그 탕감 조건을 세우기 때문에 부활하는데 참부모의 사랑권에서 사탄에 간섭 안 받는 거예요. 예?
Time of Jesus, there was no true parent introduced. No love of true parent love there. For the reason, they always want room for lacking. In other words, there was a spiritual salvation alone. And the infiltration of satanic, role, option was there. But this time, Hung-jin was resurrected. What the true parent love, which is incredible immunity or special protection.
그래 지상 연결해가지고 40일 이내에 축복을 해야 되고 놀라운 사실. 이게 2000년 예수가 와가지고 이를 위한 모든 한꺼번에 다.
So in 40 days, with the power that much, this is an incredible advantage of time. We're living in the 20th century with the true parent for the reason when Hung-jin elevated in the spirit world and 40 days time already 2,000 years of Christian history can be accomplished.
자, 그건 뭐냐면
the blessing is given.
제2 아담이 원리 권내에서 축복받는 것을 의미하고 제1 아담이 미완성한 기준을 중사하고 저번 완성 기준을 세워가지고 아담 타락할 때는 장성 완성급이죠. 이 완성급 참부모와 직접 연결될 수 있는 데 직접 주관에 연결되는 거예요. 그래서 직접 주관권을 들어가기 때문에 이제 연계는 자동적으로 수능할 때 들어온다.
So Hung-jin is as though even the age of 17, that was exactly the age of Adam and Eve, teenage or era, that age. Therefore, the blessing is most.
사랑이 뭐냐면 장성완성급이라 원리 주관 권내에 하나님의 사랑에 여기 들어올 수 있는 것이 뭐냐면 장성완성급에서 타락해서 떨어져 내려가는데 장성완성급에서 7년 노정을 전 완성급 연결될 수 있는 부모님이 있기 때문에 대번에 연결돼요 이게.
So the fall of Adam and Eve came at the growth level, perfection of growth level, final stage of growth level came. So, however, Hung-jin is going over that level, but true parents are already above him, perfection level. For the reason, what the power of the true parent, resurrection of Hung-jin become total, whole, perfect.
그래서 축복을 해주는 거죠.
And that's why, because true parents is there, perfection level. Therefore, Hung-jin is given a blessing, can be given a blessing.
그렇기 때문에 역사상에 빌어서 완성 기준과 연락한 자리에서 축복하는 것은 아무리 36가정 다 못 말았다 하죠. 이거 여기에서 연결된 거라고.
So, therefore, in history, this is the most unique accomplishment. Only one such, with the true apparent love, that happened. So, no matter what, the Hung-jin position is the kingship position. Even 36 plus couples, everybody, all, come under, must connected to that level.
그래서
We follow.
그렇기 때문에 이제 그래서 전화를 가보니 형제님은 영크라이스트란 그러면서 모든 사랑의 주체는 이건 직접적 주관권에 타락권내를 벗어나가지고 간 것 같은 거지 하나님의 직접 사랑받을 수 있는 첫째 권 나들어지는 거예요.
Hung-jin is entering the direct dominion of God. He is on the direct dominion of God. For the reason, when the spirit world and the spiritualists are telling, in Revelation, Hung-jin is known in the spirit world as young Christ, whereas Jesus is old Christ. That kind of expression is given. Why? Because it's on the direct dominion of God. So there's beyond the satanic infiltration or accusation at all. Therefore, God can claim, indeed you are my son. God can embrace. Do you follow? Do you follow?
Yes. 그러므로 선생님 어렸을 때 사랑보다는 지금까지의 역사가 털어남은 거다 하나님이.
So therefore, by loving Hung-jin by God, when father was a teenager, God cannot give him love for the various divine central reasons. So now, in a way, loving Hung-jin, in a way, restitute that part, the lack of love and father's boyhood.
무슨 말이냐면 지금까지 사랑받았던 것도 사랑한 조건의 시험으로 말미암아 모든 것이 풀려나고.
So this will really wipe out so much death, humanity, all
예수님을
sin.
해방하고 선생님 과거에 하나님의 사랑 못 받던 역사를 물론 선생님이 사랑했지만 그 완성 끝자리에 사랑 못 받던 모든 것도 해원성사할 수 있는 기준과 또 지금까지 예수는 33세에 죽었지만 영계간 33세 이하 사람들은 전부 다 구약시대 이전의 사람들은 혜택권 내만 들어갔지만 이거 흥진이라고 말하면 티네이저 전체가 여기에 사랑권에 들어갈 수 있는 일이 벌어진다.
So by the crucifixion, the sacrifices of 흥진님, it will give the liberation to Jesus. And in a way, to save the physical life of true parent. And also put him in a position to be loved by God as a true child in the spirit world. Only true child in the spirit world. And so that it has a incredible significance.
그러니까 예수 시대 34세 이하 젊은이들은 말이에요. 예수님의 혜택을 못 받고 연계해 있다는 거야.
So also time of Jesus, now Jesus was 33 and 33 above. But there was a lower than the age of 33 was, this is the Old Testament people, were not in a position to be benefited by crucifixion of Jesus. But this time, by 흥진님's ascension, all these Old Testament era people, all the young people are benefited.
티네이저권이 그 아담 장성 완성 전부 다 연결되기 때문에 그 타락권, 결과주관권 내가 사탄권 내 관성에서 벗어나는 시대로 왔다.
So that level of 흥진님's departure was
장성완수권에서 타락에 열려있는데
growth.
거기서 연결시키고 나면 티네이저 말고 어렸을 때부터 전부 다 타락하지 않은 권내로 넘어가고 있는.
So when the 흥진님 covered from the birth to the age of 17 and at this level, then whole thing is covered because here above is a true parent, the perfection, and the lower entire period is covered by the 흥진님. So therefore, whole spectrum has been covered.
그래서 사탄 결과주권 내에 사탄이 지상 위에 권한을 행사하고 후퇴할 시대에 들어왔단 말이야고.
So in the indirect realm, Satan has no power, has to retreat. Satan has to retreat under these conditions being set.
그래서 선생님은 지금 모든 나라 대표를 죽는 사람이 있는데 흥진님은 지금 129가를 죽는 사람 가지고 선생님이 제 부모님 앞에 이것을 끌어들이는 역사. 왜 그러냐면 참 부모님의 아들이 사탄 앞에 내줄 조건이 어디다 걸리지 그러는 거예요. 희생돼서 안 주는 거예요. 사탄 내줄 안 되는 거예요. 알았어?
But the principle wise, principally speaking, true parent, true son, 흥진님, should not be given out to Satan.
마찬가지 이 사랑의 아들이 예수를 내줄 필요가 없는 거야.
So by the same token, God should not give up His Son Jesus to Satan.
그러나 이스라엘 나라와 로마와 이세계를 전부 다 다시 구하기 위하려니 내주는 거야. 찾아오기 위해서.
But God gave His Son up simply because, in order to save faithless Israel, faithless satanic Rome, God want to open the door for the salvation for the chosen nation and the Roman Empire.
그럼 부모님 앞에 흥진님을 사탄에 내줄 아무리 조건 없지만은 기독교 때문에, 이 자유세계 때문에, 전 세계 때문에 이걸 내준과 동시에 사탄 세계 나라를 찾아오는 조건을 내준 거 알겠어?
True parent doesn't have to give up 흥진님 to Satan. No reason. However, only for the sake of the reason for the Christianity and the free world, in order to restore them, instead of blocking their door, open the door for them, then Father allowed. allowed 흥진님 to be
그래서
taken.
흥진님 뭐라냐면 부모님 앞에 자기가 사탄의 배에 침범받는 것이 불효리만큼 이것을 129가를 부모님 앞에 몰아들어와서 찾아주는 이 바꿔치는 여러분.
흥진님 was being
쉴새 없이 활동하는 거예요.
well, 흥진님 was being taken by Satan. In a way, it was very sorry, saying to true parent. For the reason, 흥진님, in order to restitute his own failure, he's going around 120 countries nowadays spiritually, and really busy pushing everybody out, pushing the 120 countries toward true parent,
알겠어요?
moving toward true parent. That's what the 흥진님 is doing right now.
그 나라에 지금 흥진님 연계서지가 그 나라에 120개국의 왕들, 옛날에 선한 왕, 선한 백성들을 전부 다 임명해가 재림시켜가지고 참부모회로 전부 다 이런 운동이 벌어진 거야. 알았어?
True parent.
생수가가 연계에 있는 자기 조상들 말이야. 이수와 흥진이 하나 뜬금없이 한 거죠. 왕은 지상 왕은 흥진 입장에 지상 입장이라면 연계에 있는 왕들이 예수 입장인데 연계에서 가인하벨이 하기 때문에 연계에 있는 왕들과 지상의 대통령을 합한다 그 말이라고 그 일이 벌어진 거야.
So 흥진님 is mobilizing all the kingship in the spirit world, queenship in the spirit world. Send them down here on earth. They're pushing the physical king and queen.
예수님과 올드 크라이스트하고 양 크라이스트가 하나 되는 거 마찬가지로 가인 아벨이 하나 되는 거 마찬가지로 각국 나라 120국가의 선한 왕들 예수와 같은 올드 킹하고 지금 정말의 짱무의 뉴 킹하고 하나 될 수 있는 터들을 벌인 거예요. 그래서
As much as young Christ, which is 흥기님, and old Christ, Jesus Christ, and united together in the spirit world, same thing in a king's world.
Kings,
All kings in the spirit world come
they
down
are
and they unite with the young king, the owners, physical kings, owners.
흥진이가 내려오므로 말미암아 전하에 전부 데려내려오는 거예요. 마찬가지로.
When 흥기님 coming down here on earth, he brings down all the kings and queens and the head of state of the 120 countries.
자 여기서 옛날 영계가 있던 그 킹들은 예수의 입장이고 지금 대통령에서 흥진 입장이가 하나 됐어요. 그래서 그런 거예요.
So the all kings in the spirit world in the position of Jesus. Here in all the kings here on earth are in a 흥기님 position. So after Jesus and 흥기님 united, the two kings are united.
그 누구를 위한 것이냐?
For the sake of true parent. No other reason.
그러니까
But
이
for the sake of
모든 영계는 부모님을 향해서 지금 들어오는 거예요.
So entire spirit world are moving entire kingship toward the true
자, 미국을 반대하기 때문에 자유세계는 전부 다 레브론 편이야. 전부 다 대통령 하는 사람들이 레브론 사상이 안 된다고 통일교 아니면 안 된다고 그러고 들어옵니다. 그래서
And the spirit world is entirely on the Reverend Moon's allies. No question about that. So when they come down here on earth, their activities are trying to push those people and influential people and head of state and the king and queen toward the true parent.
알겠어요?
That's the only action.
여기에 불법을 전부 다 인사를 개최해가지고 이기 때문에 흥진이 참 불편한 생각할 때 흥진이 불쌍하다.
So 흥기님 is a very pitiful in a way because he's so busy.
이러지 않고 부모 앞에 면목이 없기 때문에 이라.
Because he wants to really apologetic to the true parent by showing his entire loyalty and serving true parent by pushing down as much spirit world as possible.
이것이 너희들을 대표해서 너희들이 할 것을 너 세계국가 연결되는 너희들이 할 것을 대표하는 거예요. 너희들과 하나 돼가지고 하는 거야. 알았어?
흥기님 must be united by you
그래가지고 하는 거야.
because without it he cannot work. Because he needs to have a physical outlet. He owns.
자, 동생이 주체가 됐기 때문에 이제 너희들이 그 나라의 대통령만 하나 되는 나라는 자동적으로 끌려들어.
So all the head of state are now being influenced by the spirit world. So now you, as a physical, entity owner, leadership, push, united with the head of state.
그 장자의 자리에서 돌아오는 거야.
So it's been sort of attacked to the from upper and lower. So it's like like a younger brother is taking elder brother's position. Yeah, Cain and Abel, dispensation.
그것이 뭐 타락전 입장으로 돌아오는 거야. 그래서
So it'll go back. It'll return us to the realm or the stage of before the fall of man.
무슨 말이라서?
Dear Father.
예, 이제는 개인 전도 시대가 아니라 국가 전도 시대, 교회 전도 시대로 들어가는 거예요.
The time has come. We are not now no longer dealing with the individual. We're dealing with the churches. We're dealing with the nation. National salvation. National restoration.
여기에서 통일이 됐기 때문에 이게 가능하다. 그래서
Because spiritual world has united already. Therefore, it is possible here on earth.
자,
As
그러고
Father
말미암아
said.
이런 탄감적을 전부 다 치러가지고 영적 세계의 활동을 완전히 생각 연결시키기 때문에 통일교회라는 날이 완성을 했다 할 수 있다고야.
So, therefore, in this respect, unification church, in a true sense, spiritual as well as physical, that kind of unification is happening now.
알겠어? 무슨 말인지?
Do you follow?
예수. 너들 그때 언제나 훈수기를 생각하고.
So you always centered upon 훈숙님.
그래가지고.
You always in your prayer.
그를 선두로 해서 너희들이 따라가면서, 그를 형님같이 너희들이 따라가면서 부모님을 모셔 나가야 할 이런 노름이 지금 벌어지고 있다는 거 아닌다고?
So you always serve. You always serve as elder brother. 흥기님 as elder brother. 훈숙님 in that position. So in a position to serve and attend and pray and unite.
아니 확실해?
Do you follow?
예. 그것 때문에 지금 그랬어요. 세계적인 이런 은사의 시대로 들어간다. 그것이 긍정님이 감으로 말하는 새로운 펜테코스트의 말이다.
This is
펜테코스트의 재림이지.
So this is the second advent of the Pentecost. And why this is happening? Father explained you all these background
자,
because of this.
확실해?
Pentecost is now happening, and why? You know why it's happening, and how is it happening? Is it clear?
기독교가 반대했던 예수 선생님이 법정 주장도 기독교가 반대했고 미국이 반대했기 때문에 이것은 그러니까 기독교는 다 깨졌으니 통일교를 위해서 다시 탕감해가지고 기독교 반대 예수 죽은 것 예수 실패 모든 점을 탕감하는 인간이 이런 노름이 안 벌릴 수 없다는 것은 우리 원리적 관에서 불가피한 결론이다.
Everything is happening because primarily the failure of Christianity responds to the Lord of Second Advent. Father court battle, for example, that was not necessary. It's like a crucifixion. Why crucifixion came? Because chosen people go against Jesus. By the same token, Christianity is a chosen people today. Go against Father. That's why this crucifixion occurred. Continuing sacrifices also not necessary, but only necessary because Christianity, came against Father in the free world. Do you follow?
기독교가 예수님이 필요 없다고 생각하는 큰 죄야.
So do not ever think Unification Church diminish the importance of Jesus. That was not the divine principle.
그래서 내가 이 기독교를 형님의 자리에서 동생같이 사랑해주고 구해주려고 하는 거라. 그래서 예수 대신하기 때문에.
Jesus Christ and the Christianity is essential for the origination of Unification Church. Without it, there was no Unification Church. Therefore, Father is in the elder brother's position, trying to even embrace with the Christianity to save them.
그걸 찌따리 만든다고.
We are not hitting or attacking Christian church or speak destructively.
그렇기 때문에 사랑을 가지고 초교파 운동을 해서 기독교를 구해서 기독교가 암만 싸우는데도 이제 우리 내버려면 따라오게 되는데 암만 피서리 뭐라도 떼치는 갖다 보는 거라.
This is
내가 밀어나게, 내가 밀어나게.
Interfaith, super-denominational, interfaith work, ecumenical movement, all these work is very important. No matter what they do, we cannot consider them as the enemy. And now, however, time changed. No matter what they do, they could not go against directly to Father.
목사들이 반대하면 교인들이 환영하더라, 교인들이.
Because they are,
비숍이 반대하게 되면 참 목사들이 지연되는 거예요.
So they're so vulnerable. They cannot go on without accepting Father, one way or another. If the pastors go against Father, then followers, those the flocks, members of the church come for Father.
너들이 그 죄를 열심히 기도하면 말이야. 그 목사들과 그 교회들 반대하는 사람들은 병이라고 무슨 일을 다 모르니까.
So if you really go into the existing churches, Christian churches, pray really hard. If they don't come in the Father's way, all kind of things will happen.
사랑으로 교인을
Calamity will happen.
사랑을 너덜거리는 우리가 더 사랑한다는 마음이 있으면 사탄이 물러가야 돼. 이거를 생각하는.
As much as your love is stronger than their pastor love of the church members,
그리고 비상보다도 더
they will
사랑한다.
retreat.
하는 이르는 뭐.
They are turning around. They turned around and come this way.
그래서 그 원리지.
The bishop go against, then the
원리관이
pastor.
그래야 원리관 아니야 그 원리관.
Don't you think it's the divine principle, isn't it?
Yes.
가난하고 담대로, 가난하고 담대로.
Bold and be bold and
가나안
strong.
독지에 들어갈 순간이야.
This we are the nick of time, in a minute before arrival of the land of Canaan.
가나안 담대로.
To be strong and
알겠나 무슨
bold.
말인지. 이 놈의 자식 아직 그 문이라는 말을 참 가르치 못하고 가르마 된다고.
Don't be afraid.
주저만 들어와.
The Mooney. Don't be hesitate to say, yes, I'm a Mooney. I'm proud of it. Don't ever hesitate.
주체설 당당.
You've got to have subjective role. We are the subject.
의문을 하지 말라는데.
We are the central role in the dispensation, in the heaven and earth. You are the center.
알겠어 무슨 말이야?
Do you follow?
오늘부터 이렇게 하면 안 되는 거야.
Today on, you've got to be more sure and proud to be a member of the Unification Church, to be a Mooney. Yes or no?
Yes. 무릎무릎 안 되겠다.
No wishy-washy. No reservation. Hesitation.
자 그러면 선생님이 연계를 통합운동을 했나 안 했나 한번 답해.
What do you think? Father has truly united the spirit world? Yes or no?
Yes. 회장, 김 회장. 이런 말들이 좀 더 믿지 않니 한번 이게 얘기 좀 해봐라.
So now the president of the Unification Church of Europe now, Kim, Reverend Kim, come and give you, because what Father said in principle will be backed up by the actual the happenings, the reality in Europe. The Reverend Kim is asked to come out and give you a report.
거의 얘기하는 다 같지?
예, 알겠습니다.
이건 2차 저는 기독교 반대해서 저렇게 한번 보여요.
예. 저 글로도 지금 파브레를 쓰고 있습니다. 많이
그 얘기하면 저 그런 말이에요.
예.
예, 다 됩니다.
Good morning. Just now you heard the explanation from Father why Hongjinim had to die and what he is doing in spirit world. You know, Orient is spiritual world and the Western world is more physical world. So Western people have stick to physical side more. And when I went to Europe, I felt very much the necessity of help from spirit world. Without getting help from spirit world, we cannot change this world and also we cannot achieve the purpose of Father's restoration providence. This was my strong feeling. Therefore, I brought the picture of Jesus and the picture of Mr. Yu, and I asked all the national leaders to put two pictures in their prayer room together with our true parent picture. And I asked them to pray to get help from Jesus and also our members who went to spirit world before. So always I asked them to pray very hard. And after Hungnilim's ascension, I felt very much the closeness to spirit world. And in Germany, it is very difficult country because Germany went through many difficult histories in the past. Therefore, German people are very far away from spiritual side. They are more materialistic people. And for them, it is very difficult to understand spirit or spirit world. And whenever I met some guests who came to our church, and if I talk with them, they say, for them it is really difficult to understand spirit or spirit world. Therefore, I always said that when we can restore Germany, then that will be the end of restoration providence of our world.
communist too. East to west divided.
And this time, when I visited Munich,
The western side is a bad place. That eastern Germany, western Germany. Set as bad places. Eastern Germany.
and
Korean
now
same situation. Korean same situation. North most second place. South most cast place.
now spiritual phenomena are occurring in Munich, the southern part of Germany. And last time when I visited there, I spoke to the members and I explained that the reason why Hungnilim is coming to Germany at this time before he is appearing to other countries. And I said that because Germany is a nation which started First World War, and also Germany is a nation which started Second World War. And we know now is going under the Third World War. This is the war between communism and Godism. And who did start Third World War? I say that was also Germany, because Marxism came from Germany. Karl Marx was German, and also this ideology was developed in Germany, and from Germany it went to Soviet Russia. Because I heard that from historian that at the time of revolution in Soviet Russia, actually German king, Kaiser, he helped very much Lenin. He gave much money to Lenin and he sent Lenin and his followers to Russia to have this revolution. Therefore, actually, Germany has big responsibility for the revolution of Soviet Russian Empire, because Germany was fighting against many enemy countries at that time. Therefore, Germany wanted to have Eastern Front safe, because if Russia was revolutionized, Germany will not have enemy from Eastern Front. To stop this, actually, the Kaiser helped Lenin, and this brought the revolution of Russia. So, and because of these things, Germany is occupied by evil spirits, more evil spirits than other parts of the world. And Hung Jinim said that even in Germany, the Nuremberg, the city, has worst spirits from spirit world. And to change the spiritual atmosphere of Germany, this Nuremberg must be restored. First, all the resentful spirits must be liberated from Nuremberg. So likewise, the reason why Hung Jinim is coming to Germany, I think, this is my interpretation, but I think this way, to restore spiritual atmosphere of the whole world, this Germany must be restored first. The German spiritual world must be changed. And for this reason, I think Hung Jinim is coming to Germany. I explain this way. And of course, to have this spiritual phenomena, to get help from spirit world, you have to make the conditions. Without conditions, spirit world cannot come and cannot help us. And from the beginning of this year,
if we want to make the condition, we have to pay the indemnity. That is necessary condition.
And
every time memorize that kind of concepts. More important.
Especially in Munich area, they prayed. They went to Holy Ground every morning, early morning, and all the members went there and they prayed. And also at their home, at center, they prayed very hard, morning and night time. And in the morning, they studied Father's course. And centering of Father's course, they members united. And also at headquarters, we organized Trinities, and in Trinities we prayed 21-day night prayer, that's prayer vigil, from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. And still we are continuing this prayer vigil for 40 days now, for Father's court case and for other things. So these conditions were made before Hung Jinim could come to Munich. And also, before Hung Jinim went to Spirit World, our members in Spirit World, like President Yu and many other members, they also worked very hard to bring this time on this earth. And I don't know whether you know him. There's a brother called Hans Jürgen Hoyer, German brother who is working now in America. He received the revelation from President Yu. And he was asked by Mr. Yu that to read Divine Principle book for Father Rupert Mayo, who was German father. And therefore he wrote a letter to his mother, who was living in Munich. Her name is Erika Hoyer. And she did exactly what was told by her son. So she prayed before, and she read Divine Principle book 10 pages every day. And after she read the Divine Principle book, she prayed. So she continued this more than 2 years. But she did not feel anything happening. She did not receive any sign or any revelation or anything. But she continued. And first revelation came from this Father Rupert Mayer. And the brother who received this revelation, his name is Gerrit Jan. He's Dutch brother, and he is working for New York Tribune as correspondent. So he's writing articles about Eastern Europe. And he is working now with Munich Center members. And he has a very good ancestor, especially his grandmother was very devout Christian, and she died. And later we found that she was staying with Jesus. So she was called saint. And so because he had good ancestor in the spirit world. And also he had some ability to receive spiritual things. Sometimes he came because there is a church near our center, the Rupert Mayo Church, where Father Mayo worked when he was living. And sometimes he went there and he prayed, and many times he felt that somebody wanted to speak through him, like speaking tongues. But he did not. He just did not want to have it because he was very much afraid. He did not know what words will come out from his mouth. And also he didn't want to be used by spirit world. From divine principle, if you don't go right direction, sometimes you are misused by spirit world. Therefore, he didn't want to have such thing happening to him. But the March 25th, he heard the voice from Father Mayo. And Father Mayo said that now, because of the Hunginim, he could come to this earth and he could give this revelation. If it was not for Hunginim, he could not come to this place at this time. It should have been much longer, much later. But because of Hunginim, the time was shortened, expedited. And he could come and speak to us. And he called all the members, you are true sons and daughters of God. And there are many Christians in Germany or all over the world, but they have faith, but they do not know what is the will of God. And they do not know how to fulfill the will of God. Therefore, because we are the children of God, therefore we have responsibilities to teach them the true way of life of faith. And we have to teach them to understand the Father's will. That is divine principle. And he was very grateful. He said many thanks to us and asked us to work harder, much harder. And he gave many precise instructions how to work. And after he went, then Hunginim came. Hunginim himself came and spoke to Gertian, the brother. And when he first received the revelation, he wrote down it on the sheet of paper. And when they had service meeting, he read his revelation to the members. And at the end of his revelation, the Father Mayo said that, I give this message in the names of Eternal Father, Reverend Myung, and his holy wife, Hak Jahan. At that time, when Erica heard this, the lady who read Divine Principle book for him, she was so much shocked. Because when she prayed like that. She prayed all this. At the end, she said that, I pray this in the name of Eternal Father, Reverend Myung, and his holy wife, Hak Jahan. So exactly, the Spirit was saying what he learned from this lady. So by this, he could understand that. He learned from her. When she read Divine Principle book, he came and learned that. So all the people in the spirit world, they cannot learn. For them to understand something, they have to learn. So I think you already heard that. President Yu is very busy in the spirit world to teach divine principle to the spirit man. And because all the people in the spirit world, they are the people who went to the spirit world from this world with their concepts when they had their lifetime. So therefore, to change their ideas or to learn something new, they have to hear and learn from us. And this Father Mayo said that, and Hunginim came and said that, after he went to spirit world, he found Jesus was suffering so much. And he always said that, whenever Hunginim come, he said, my brother Jesus is with me. So always Jesus was following Hunginim. And Hunginim said, explained the situation of Jesus. The reason why Jesus was suffering was this. Jesus said that all the Christians were the spiritual children of Jesus. And Jesus worked very hard for 2,000 years to make foundation for the Lord of Second Advent, for our Father. Therefore, the mission of Christians is to receive Father when Father comes. But when Father came to this world, all the Christians did not accept him, but they persecuted Father. Therefore, the persecution of Father, persecution of Christians against Father means that Jesus himself persecuted Father. It has the same meaning, you see? Because Christians are the children of spiritual children of Jesus, and his spiritual children persecuted Father. Therefore, Jesus felt the responsibility for that. And whenever he saw or he found that Christians persecuted Father, he suffered more. He had much pain and had much suffering. This was one reason why Jesus suffered so much spiritually. And there was another reason for Jesus suffering. This was that many Christian people are falling away from Christianity. Now Christians and Jesus and many spirit men worked very hard to bring many Christians to Christianity, but now they are falling away because of the work of Satan. So Jesus could not bear to see this. So these two things made him suffer so much. Therefore, they asked us, we have to visit Christian churches because they have strong faith, good faith, but they don't know how to fulfill God's will. This is the problem. Therefore, once we teach them how to teach them the will of God, and if we teach them how to serve God, then they will change and they will become our good friends. They will become great forces for God and for our true parents. Therefore, they asked us to visit Christian churches, but when we go, don't have arrogant mind. We have to have humble heart. And when we go, first we have to have the heart that we want to learn something from them. Because Christians have more faith, stronger faith than our members. So we know divine principle and we are true parents, but from the standpoint of faith, they are ahead of us. Therefore, we have to learn faith from them. So if we have this humble heart and if we try to learn something from them, then they will open their heart. Therefore, we first must become their spiritual children. So they will become our spiritual parents. And once we become their spiritual children, they will open their heart and they will accept anything we speak to them. Okay? Well, therefore, after we become their spiritual children, then we can teach them divine principle. But not just quickly, no, slowly, according to their ability or according to the situation. Then later we can become their spiritual parents. This is our attitude to have when we visit Christian churches. If we do this, we can surely change them. And Hung-jin-nim assigned Rupert Mayo, the father Rupert Mayo, the spiritual leader of this region. And Hung-jin-nim said that in spirit world, everything is being reorganized. The reorganization is taking place there. And now we have, in this world, we have also in Germany, we have 4 regions. So in spirit world, they have same regional system. So Hung-jin appointed Father Mayo as spiritual regional leader. So Hung-jin teaches most fundamental things, most important things, and detailed things were given through this Father Mayo. So he gives all the small, detailed instructions. And also they emphasize very much that we have to go out to street and we have to give street lectures. It doesn't have to be too long, 30 minutes is enough, but we have to continue every day at same time, at same place. If we do this at same place, at same time, then all the people can know what we are doing. And that will change spiritual atmosphere of the city. So also we have double purposes. One is to change spiritual atmosphere of the city, and the other one is to teach them. So they can have more concern to our church, and they will be very curious of what we are teaching by hearing our street lectures. And also they said that when we go out, we should always sing holy songs. Sometimes when you choose songs to sing, you think, which songs will they like? You think, not from your standpoint, but from you think of outside people. You like to sing the songs which they like, but that should not be done like that. We have to sing holy songs. You don't have to worry about them. But if we sing holy songs, spirit world will be mobilized. They'll come down and they'll help us. And through holy songs, they can be spiritually influenced much more.